What is up, everybody? Matt Modi here with OddsJam, here to give you some player prop bets to hammer for Thursday Night Football. So I am recording this on Wednesday, November 30th, but depending on when you are watching it, it could be the day of. It could be Thursday for Monday night or Thursday Night Football. So let's lock in some bets. The first one that I have here is this Josh Allen under 1.5 passing touchdowns. So I know that this one is a little bit scary considering how good Josh Allen is, but it's a really good play for math reasons. And at the end of the day, that's the most important thing. The no vig odds that OddsJam calculates prices this to be at about plus 135, plus 135 and a half. These numbers are pulled from the sharpest sportsbooks in the world in terms of pricing odds. So OddsJam back tested thousands of historical betting opportunities, collected all this data, just trying to determine what sportsbooks consistently do the best job at pricing odds. And with this data, they were able to, they were able to figure that out, right? They had all this data. They said, okay, over the course of time, these sportsbooks are historically the best. We're going to use them to set the market and price things moving forward. So anywhere in which you can beat the best sportsbooks on average, you will be profitable. So in this case, the best sportsbooks, the most accurate sportsbooks, have this at about plus 135. Caesars is offering it at plus 139. There you go. Mathematically profitable bet. This truly should be priced closer to plus 135, plus 135 and a half. Caesars is offering it above that number, more favorable towards the sports bettor. So it's a profitable betting opportunity. And then in terms of what we look for in a positive EV bet, obviously the math is important. Math meaning the no vig odds, the EV percent, all that stuff. But you can look at that in 4 seconds and make that determination that it's profitable. Of course, if it even shows up on the EV page, it would be profitable. So the additional research that I like to do, now I just stay on the OddsJam website. I'm not talking like check the matchups, check the historical trends of how Josh Allen is doing. I don't mean any of that stuff. I mean, look at where the other sports books are pricing it. Because at the end of the day, the weather, the matchup, the trends, the sports books take all of that stuff into account. So instead of trying to do all that stuff yourself, just look at where the sports books price it and take advantage. So in this case, Caesars has it at plus 135. Now PointsBet has it a little bit closer at plus 130. DraftKings, not really. I mean, they have it 14 cents lower at plus 125. Like DraftKings is closer to the other sports books than it is to the Caesars line. And then look at BetOnline, plus 118. Pinnacle, plus 113. Even BetRivers, who not a book that we use to set lines, but still good to see, plus 120. So when we're looking at player props specifically, there are 3 books that we want to make sure are in alignment. And then if we're betting an outlier to those 3 books, then we're good. In this case, they are DraftKings, BetOnline, and Pinnacle, which I just talked about all 3. DraftKings is kind of in the middle, but still closer to the BetOnline and the Pinnacle number. So the fact that this Josh Allen play is a outlier to those 3, good to go. Good play. Recommend putting half a unit on this one. Next up, we're looking at Ramondre Stevenson under 5.5 receptions. It's a huge number for a running back. Pretty sure he just had 9 last week, so it makes sense. But the mathematical play here is to fade that. So at minus 120, essentially, if we can round up from minus 119.76, is where this is priced at in terms of the true line, the perfect line of what a sports book should be priced at. And BetRivers offers it to us at minus 117. BetRivers has the same pricing as Unibet, as Barstool. So if you have any of those 3 books, you can get it at minus 117. I recommend unit sizing this one up a little bit higher, closer to 3/4 of a unit than half a unit. But look at the 2 other books. So right now we only have 2 other books, but it's still an outlier and it's still one of the sharp ones. BetOnline, minus 141. FanDuel, minus 140. BetRivers, down at minus 117. And then if we view this event page in a new tab, we can see maybe if a sportsbook doesn't have it priced at 5.5, maybe we can see if it's priced somewhere else. So if we go to player receptions, which is right here, and we look at where other sportsbooks price Ramondre Stevenson, as we can see, Monkey Knife Fight, which is a DFS platform, actually prices it below a number at 4.5. So that's a pretty big deal. Going from 5.5 to 4.5, that's literally like a 20% difference between 4.5 and 5.5, right? If we're just going one reception lower. So the fact that it's only one other platform, but the fact that it's also in alignment with this play going under 5.5 gives me all the confidence in the world. So this is my second play for this video, and the last one, which is probably the most painful one to fade or to bet. Well, actually, never mind. It was going to be this Stephon Diggs one at plus 102. The odds changed to minus 102. It's no longer a positive expected value bet. No longer makes sense to bet it, so we're just going to stick with the first two. Josh Allen under 1.5 passing touchdowns. Ramondre Stevenson under 5.5 receptions as my two player props to hammer for Thursday Night Football. And that's it. So I appreciate everybody watching, and have a good one.